Hi. So I wanted to make an episode about consumerism because with this coronavirus that's around now and a lot of self confinement that we've had to stay indoors, and I want you to understand how important it is, how our choices make such a big difference and have a big impact. So at the moment, the world, the earth can't breathe. We're cutting down trees. We're mining. We're using causing a lot of pollution. Our carbon footprints are high. Our water footprints are high, and all these things that we are doing are leading to the world, the planet is slowly dying. So it really is important for us to understand that every choice we make makes a big difference. So in some of my mindfulness workshops, I talk about being in control and understanding consumerism, because I feel that if you understand your impulse to buy something, maybe you can be in more control over it. So I'm going to cover this chapter quite quickly because it's a long one, but it's understanding how advertisements roll. It's understanding the different tactics they use. So they use a scare tactic. So there's an advertisement with a burglar coming into the house, and if you had this alarm system, you wouldn't get burgled. Scare tactic. The promise of happiness. So if you have this new car or this fancy jewelry or brand new TV or gadgets or whatever it is, that you'll be happy. You'll be happier if you have these things. Status anxiety, that's keeping up with the Joneses. Everyone else has got it. Are you going to be left out? No. Limited availability. This is a favorite of big companies like Nike and Converse, and that limited edition, quick, go get it before it runs out. Becoming your friend. So this is a really good one actually. On social media, how many times have you seen an advert and then on the top you see so-and-so likes this, and that so-and-so happens to be a friend of yours on social media, or a friend as well, and you see, if Nikki liked it, then it must be okay, it must be good. So if I've pressed like on something, it will show up and it will tell you Nikki's liked this. So you think, well, if Nikki's liked it, that means it's okay, or if so-and-so's liked it, that must be good. She's really fashionable, or he's really up to date with his gadgets, or that's another one that we really need to look out for. A positive association. So they associate themselves with positive messages, like models with gorgeous hair. Gorgeous hair, and I use this shampoo. They make you laugh. So if they make you laugh, you'll associate it with a good emotion, and then you'll associate the good emotion with that product. Humanizing things. So they make a box come to life, like Amazon's new advertisement is the box with a big smile and a face, and as it goes into each home, it delivers something. It makes everybody smile. Yay, so that's humanizing things. And animals like tigers, the tiger on the cereal boxes and things like that. So that's another way. Reverse psychology. So it makes you think that you've made the decision to buy that, not the advertisement has convinced me to buy it. And now they're actually using a lot of reverse psychology, and they're actually really funny advertisements where you see the people reading the negative comments, and they're actually reading them out loud on the advertisement, and it's actually funny, but if you're aware of these things, then you become a little bit more responsible for your own actions. You're not buying something because subconsciously you've been led to believe that you need it or you should have it. Sex appeal. So when they have someone all sexy and attractive, and I've got an example for this one. There was an advertisement on TV the other day, and this guy steps out of this flash car, and he goes into the elevator, into the lift, and this sexy model walks into the lift, and she starts kissing him, and and then it zooms in on the watch. And my 10-year-old said to his dad, what is that advert for? That's for, And his dad said, well, son, if you buy that watch, then, every time you enter a lift, you'll have a sexy model giving you a kiss. So, yeah, exactly. A celebrity endorsement. So the celebrities are paid to advertise these things and blah, blah, blah. these are the main ones. So when you understand these, when next time you see an advertisement and you have it in the back of your mind, you'll be less likely to be coaxed into thinking that you need that, or you, like I said in the previous episode that I made, ask yourself the all important question: do I really need this? Is it worth the damage on my pocket and on the environment? Okay, so consuming less isn't about going backwards or making sacrifices. It's actually more, the less you have, you're actually more relaxed. Believe me, I've downsized, hugely downsized, and it's just, I don't know, it's like a weight off your shoulder. You don't feel every time you see something you have to buy it, you need it. It's such a weight off your shoulder, and so much lighter on your pocket too, and on your conscious, the damage to the planet. So that's another one. Why should I care? Well, I've got a good example for this. Suppose there's a 10-story building and you live on the 10th floor, and there's a fire on the ground floor, and you're like, oh yeah, it's on the ground floor, I don't really care about that, it's not going to affect me, or it'll take a while until it affects me. Yeah, that's exactly how we are all looking at the problem that the climate change is doing. This actual problem, we're all looking at it as though we live on the 10th floor and the fire is on the first floor. Okay, think about that for a minute. That's really important. It's actually really upsetting how disinformed or uninformed or a lot of people out there are. So the other day I took my son to the dentist, and she said to us, you have to buy these. They were flossing things, but they were on a kind of a U-shaped thing with a little stick and a teeny bit of floss, and it was all this plastic. And she said, you've got to buy these, to use them. And I said to her, no way am I buying those. And she just looked at me like, she said, don't tell me it's for the environment. I said, of course it is. All that plastic for a one-use, there is no way I am buying that, She said to me, I didn't even think about it until you mentioned it. I'm going to see if there's an alternative and what I can do. Good for her that she wants to do something and see what she can do about it. But what surprises me is how many people don't even think about it. We all need to realize that we need to think about it. We need to care. We've got kids, and even if you don't have kids, you need to care about what you're throwing away, what you're consuming, what you're buying, where is it coming from, the resources that are used to make that product as well. So, society depends on a healthy environment, okay? It does affect us all, and yes, we have to care. Right, so know your produce. There are over 20,000 children that work in mines to bring out things like the little shiny stuff that to make, not the glitter, but the shimmer for eyeshadows and rouge, the shimmer. There's kids that are used to mine these products for cobalt, which is for the mobile phones, for the battery. Kids are used to mine these products. I mean, that is not okay. That is not okay. So be thoughtful, be mindful before you buy anything. Who has suffered for me to obtain this? How much damage is it going to do to my pocket? How much damage is it going to do to my mental health, as well, and to the environment? If you just, for a minute, think about these things and start incorporating that into your life slowly, then we can all do our little bit to make this world a better place. That's all for now, because I can't make big videos, otherwise I won't upload, and then I'll do another one again soon. We'll maybe talk about this a little bit more with some fun facts. As always, with love and kindness and kisses. Bye for now.